Hello all, welcome to Mech Study official YouTube channel. So today these two papers of GATE examination has been conducted, and the first paper was computer science and second paper was electrical engineering. I have taken a few questions of memory based from the electrical engineering. These questions are from mathematics and you need to have idea what type of question they have asked. Whether a question is difficult or easy, you can judge after solving these questions. So the first question which they have mentioned that there is a function, and they have mentioned one of the questions related to that, and these question contains like function x y z. They have given as a 4x square plus 7xy plus 3xz square, and they have given one point that is p equal to 1 comma 0 comma 2, and we need to find the direction in which the function increases most rapidly. After that they will provide the four options. You need to select that particular options. So before moving ahead, if you have already idea, you can solve by own, and if you do not have idea, then watch this video so that you will get the idea what was the answer of that particular question. So to get the exact answer, what they have want that direction in which the function increases mostly. These are the questions from the gradient point of view, and if you have a gradient vector already study with that, then you can easily solve these questions. So gradient of f, that is function df by dx in x I plus df by dy j plus df by dz k. There is some light in color because I have write this question by manually and solve through his pencil. So in such a case you need to consider while solving these things. So if you put all these equation with the derivative, you will get the like equation in terms of I, j and k. So before that you need to df by dx, you need to take a derivative. If you take a derivative of 4x square with respect to x, this is a function, then you will get the, after solving these like derivative of the function of with respect to x, then you will get 8x plus 7y plus 3z square in I, because these function are calculated, derivative are calculated based on the direction in x. Similarly for you need to calculate the function of y in direction of j, that is 7x, and after that in direction of k you will get the 6xz. Basically you need to calculate the derivative of a given function with respect to x, y and z. Once you calculate, you need to mention the point which they have mentioned in a question like direction of derivative. They have mentioned at p 1 comma 0 comma 2, that is x equal to 1, y equal to 0 and z equal to 2. If you put these value in above equation like this one, then you will get the idea what was the total equation in terms of vector. So after putting x equal to 1, y equal to 0 and z equal to 2, you will get the 20i plus 7j plus 12k. This is the final answer for the questions which is coming in function related to the derivative of that particular vector. So I hope these questions are helpful for you, those paper is coming in the next week, so you have idea what type of question they have asked. Going ahead with the next question which they have mentioned that, like, they have mentioned a matrix of A having 3 by 3 matrix, and they have given a function like aij equal to I minus j raised to power 3, like cubical power. You need to calculate the matrix A and find that what type of matrix it is, like symmetric matrix, skew symmetric matrix, null matrix and unitary matrix. You need to find, basically these questions are very easy questions. If you have idea, even a common sense student who is studying in 12th standard, they can also solve these questions as well, because they have given all the data. You need to just put it and get the final matrix and check whether the properties of these matrix are matches with all these four matrix which is given in a questions. So before going ahead, that if you have idea, you can go ahead with the linear algebra question. If you do not, you can watch this video till the end. So basically they will give an equation. You need to calculate all the element of the matrix. The equation which is given in the questions like aij equal to I minus j the whole cube. So you need to put all the aij value in that. You will get the final of element of that particular matrix. To calculate all the element of 3 by 3 matrix, basically you need to calculate like a11, a12, a13, similarly a21, a22, a23, a31, a32, a33. So I and j value vary based on the data which is considered, the element which you want to find out. So initially for the a11, I equal to 1, j equal to 1. If you put I minus j, like 1 minus 1 power 3, you will get like 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. Then for a11 element of first of matrix is 3 by 3 matrix is 0. Similarly for the a12, I minus j power 3, like 1 minus 2 put the power 3, and if you put then minus 1 minus 2, that is minus 1 power 3, you will get the minus 1. Similarly for the a13, I minus j, like 1 minus 3 power 3, and if you solve that you will get the minus 8. Similarly for the a21 is 1, a22 is 0, a23 is minus 1, and a31 is 8, a32 is 1, and a33 is 0, because I do not want that all the equation which I need to solve I will put it over here because you have already idea how to calculate. I have shown the first 3 elements. You can similarly calculate the remaining elements. So if you solve that, and after solving you will get all the elements, you will put in a matrix and observe what type of matrix this is. After solving, I'll put all the element in a matrix. I observe that the central element of all the matrix having 0, like diagonal of the element is 0 and other element is minus with the same magnitude of element. Like if you consider a12 having -1, and similarly for the a21 is 1. If you consider a13 is -8 and a31 is 8. Similarly for the a23 is -1 and a32 is 1. And if you observe that all the element having difference in minus sign, these type of matrix are skew-symmetric matrix. So if you have already solved this type of question, you have pretty much idea about how to approach and how to identify the other matrix which is given in a question. So I hope these questions is also clear. Going ahead with the next question. So the next question they have related to the linear algebra, and they have provided a matrix of 3 by 3 and the element was 1 0 0 0 4 minus 2 0 1 1, and they have given a basically equation 6a power minus 1 equal to a square plus ca plus di. Here c and d are unknown, so you do not have any idea what was the c and d, and they have mentioned that the c and d are a scalar value, that is a particular number is there, and you need to find the addition of c plus d, and they have given with the 4 options: a equal to 11, b equal to 17, c equal to -6 and d equal to 5. So before solving this question, you need to have all the properties of linear algebra, because they have mostly question asked from the properties of linear algebra. So before begin with that particular question, so if you revised all those things, it is helpful for upcoming examinations along with the gate examination as well. So please, I request all of the students, please go through all the properties of linear algebra, because the questions is directly coming from the linear algebra and it's related to the properties. If you do not remember the properties, even though you do not understand what they have want in a questions. So to solve this question, basically you need to calculate the determinant of a minus lambda equal to 0, because these are the properties of eigenvalue, and you need to calculate the eigenvalue of all of the 3 by 3 matrix. So putting all the value and a minus lambda I, 4 minus lambda I, 1 minus lambda I think you have idea about these element how I can put over here. And basically you need to calculate the determinant. After that you will get the cubical equation. You need to calculate the value of lambda. You will get the idea what type of questions they have asked, either in that form or in other form as well, because they have question mentioned like c and d are unknown. You need to calculate it. So I'll basically go with the calculation of equation of that particular linear algebra. So characteristic equation is coming from the 1 minus lambda I. If you solve these, then you will get the multiplication over here and this over here. I'll exactly do the same thing over here as well. And if you solve 1 minus lambda I with respect to the 4 minus lambda 1 minus lambda with the -2 and into 1, so you will get the after lambda square minus 5 lambda plus 6, and after multiply 1 minus lambda you will get the equation of characteristic like minus lambda cube plus 6 lambda square minus 11 lambda plus 6 equal to 0. Simply I have do the multiplication of minus sign to get the eliminated from the first element. So lambda cube minus 6 lambda square plus 11 lambda minus 6 equal to 0. After that I'll put the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. You need to replace lambda equal to a, and if you replace that you will get the equation in terms of a, because the question is demanding about in terms of a, so you do have a little bit idea how you can approach the solution. So similarly if you put lambda equal to a, you will get a cube minus 6a square plus 11a minus 6a equal to 0. After that you need to get the idea how to calculate a square, because in a question they have mentioned first term is a square. Simply you need to multiply a raised to -1. If you multiply, then a cube is going with the a square, yeah, divide by a. Similarly for the 6a square equal to -6a plus 11i minus 6a inverse equal to 0. After that you will get the final answer, the 6a square equal to 6a to the power -1 equal to a square minus 6a plus 11i. If you compare these equation with the questions, then you will get the idea what was the question is saying. Remember that the first term is 6a square. In a question they have also mentioned like first term is 6a square. After that they have mentioned a and ca plus di. Yani you need to calculate that c is related to the a and d is related to the constant. There is no term related to a. Similarly over here if you get that 6a plus 11i, So the comparing, after comparing that, you will get the c equal to -6 and d equal to 11, and at the end you will ask about that, they will ask about the c plus d, that is -6 plus 11, you will get the 5. So this is the final answer which you need to mark in a questions. And the most important thing, like in a second paper electrical engineering, there is no MSQ. In the first paper they have a lots of MSQ question, but in a second there is no MSQ question, and most of the questions are numerical data type. So at least go with these types of question for mechanical engineering, civil and other branches as well. Those paper who is upcoming in the next few days, in some of the cases they are coming with the tomorrow, and most of the student of mechanical and civil, they will come from the 12th and 13th of February. So all those student who is not prepared well for mathematics, at least go with the important topic like linear algebra, calculus part and vector. So these are the lots of question. Along with that, probability few more questions is coming. I'll try to prepare when I'll get the memory based question. I think these videos are helpful for you. If you think these videos are helpful, then at least do a like and share with your friends and subscribe this channel. Thanks for watching.